Take it easy now, Kimmie. The warning signal flashed in her head as the rage tried to take hold. Her eyes glided down the woman's body until they reached her legs. The woman's stockings gleamed, her ankles taut in high-heeled shoes. Kimmie felt a treacherous smile curling at the corners of her mouth. With a hard kick, she could crack those heels. The woman would topple over, and she would learn how even a Christian Lacroix dress gets soiled on a wet pavement. That would teach her to mind her own business. Kimmie looked directly at the woman's face. Heavy eyeliner, powdered nose, a meticulous haircut, fashioned one strand at a time. Her expression was rigid and dismissive. Yes, Kimmie knew her type better than most people did. She had once been like her. Arrogant, upper-class snobs who were thunderously hollow inside. Back then, her so-called women friends had been like that. Her stepmother, too. She loathed them. So do something, the voices in her head whispered. Don't let her get away with it. Show her who you are. Do it. Kimmie stared at a group of dark-skinned boys on the other side of the street. Had it not been for their roving eyes, she would have shoved the woman just as the 47 bus whizzed past. She saw it clearly in her mind's eye. What a wonderful bloodstain the bus would leave behind. What a shock-wave the snooty woman's crushed body would send through the crowd. What a delicious sense of justice it would give her. But Kimmie didn't push the woman. In a swarm of people, there was always a watchful eye. Plus, there was something inside her that held her back. The frightening echo from a time long, long ago. She raised her sleeve to her face and took a deep breath. It was true what the woman beside her had noticed. Her clothes stank terribly. When the light turned green, she made her way over the crossing, her suitcase knocking along behind her on its crooked wheels. This would be its final trip, because the time had come to toss out the old rags. It was time to slough her skin. In the centre of the train station, a placard displayed the day's newspaper headlines in front of the railway kiosk, making life bitter for both the hurried and the blind. She'd seen the poster several times on her way through the city, and it filled her with disgust. Pig, she mumbled when she passed the sign, gazing steadfastly ahead. Still, she turned her head and caught a glimpse of the face on Berlinske Tidende's placard. The mere sight of the man made her tremble. Under the PR photo it read, Ditlev Pram buys private hospitals in Poland for 12 billion krona. She spat on the tile floor and paused until her body grew calmer. She hated Ditlev Pram. Him, and Torsten, and Ulrich. But one day, they'd get what they deserved. One day, she'd take care of them. She would. She laughed out loud, making a passerby smile. Yet another naive idiot who thought he knew what went on inside other people's heads. Then she stopped abruptly. Rat Tina stood at her usual spot a little further ahead, crouched over and rocking slightly, with dirty hands, drooping eyelids, and a hand outstretched in mind-blown faith that at least one person in the swarming ant-hill would slip her a 10-krona coin. Only drug addicts could stand like that, hour after hour. Miserable wretches. Kimmie tried to sneak past her, heading directly for the stairwell to Reventlosgade, but Tina had spotted her. "Hi, Kimmie! Hey, wait up, dammit!" she managed in a sniffling moment of lucidity, but Kimmie didn't respond. Rat Tina wasn't good in open spaces. Only when she sat on her bench did her brain function reasonably. She was, however, the only person Kimmie could tolerate. The wind